Flynn. This is my review of Force Awakens. Before I start the review, vote on my poll. I don't think you guys understand. I need votes on that poll, or else I don't know what you guys want me to review next. Also, check out my letterbox at Flynn Caden. Let's begin. Um, Hot take here. I'm gonna let out a hot take. Please don't click off the video. This is my least favorite of the sequels. I already see the comments. I already see you guys are gonna think of me. But just wait. Let me show you some merit to it. First of all, just a boring film. I think it's real. This movie is just really boring. They like see. Why did they go on like the Aravana? That's like the ship with like the Rathars. The Rathars are like the big red tentacle monsters. Why do they? It just happens. They go to the Quar. They go to Moss's planet is a cool planet that we didn't get to see enough of. They're just in a bar for it. They're just trying to take the cantina scene, but it's just not very good. It's not a very good kid. It's a worse than the actual cantina scene. So yeah. Also like Jakku is where it starts. In like in Star Wars, one of the things that is great about it is that you like follow the characters. Sequels fully changes that. You follow C-3PO and R2-D2 in the sequels. I mean in New Hope. Damn it. But in this, you meet like Poe, and then you skip off that to see Rey. It's like a normal movie. New Hope was not a normal movie. New Hope, that was such a cool thing that they did. Where like it's kind of like a documentary. You're following these characters, and then you meet a new character. Now he's the main character. Like you meet the main character 40 minutes in. For this, you meet Rey. You meet Rey almost immediately because audience won't understand if we take a little bit longer to introduce some of the more central characters, and then we introduce the story, and then we introduce the main one. Also, saying Rey is a Mary Sue, people saying that, it comes from this, obviously. Nowhere else was she that much of a Mary Sue. Why did she have force healing? I don't know, because she studied the ancient Jedi texts. I bet Luke would have force healing at that point. Because, those are ancient Jedi texts that weren't read by the people on like the council. Obi-Wan in Phantom Menace did not read the ancient Jedi texts. He just didn't. And so yeah, she gets the saber. She just gets the saber because now he's proficient at. Now she can beat the big bad of the series. I'm not scared of Kylo Ren because she gets beaten immediately by her. Also, Kylo Ren's pretty stupid in this. The other two movies, Kylo Ren's actually kind of a good character, and he's not in this movie. I like Finn turning from a stormtrooper, turning to a stormtrooper. I do think Starkiller Base is a really cool idea. They use it once, and then there's not a threat of it being used. In New Hope, there's a threat of the Death Star being used on Yavin, the big rebel base. They use it once, destroy a bunch of planets, and then people are like, oh, they destroyed a bunch of planets. I guess we gotta go stop them. Like, this is where I think the duel would be cool if it was the end duel. If the end duel in this movie was the final duel of the sequels, oh my god, that would be so cool. And then and that would be so cool. But instead, it's a duel that they used up as a moment where they shouldn't be able to be this good at fighting him. And also, they blow up Starkiller Base, and then what are you gonna do? Because you can't make this threat again. You can't make a threat this big. So yeah, a lot of stuff that is stupid in this movie. This is probably my second to least favorite Star Wars movie. Phantom Menace is my least favorite. But this is second. This is definitely second. But I don't know. I think Jakku's like species. I think it's got a lot of good like aliens and stuff. I think the aliens in this movie are great. Not as good as Star Wars should. They're not as good as Star Wars should. So, I'm gonna give this movie a 3 out of 10. These were Flynn's first and final thoughts. Like, subscribe, comment your thoughts on this video. Bye.